second day of finals, but Russia very much in evidence. So too are the USA. They haven't won a gold medal yet, but they've got two very likely customers coming up on the second day of finals. And here we have finals right the way through from flyweight up to super heavyweight. And getting into the ring now, Bulat Jumadilov of Kazakhstan and Vijan Poled of Thailand. Simon Reed alongside Steve Holdsworth to take you through this. Should be a wonderful afternoon.
Simon, we're on the verge, I think, of one of the greatest moments in British sporting history with, of course, Audie Harrison going for a gold medal. But some other cracking contests of the sixth to look forward to, isn't there?
Yes, we've got the amazing Ricardo Williams of the USA, who had that excellent fight against the Cuban Luna. That's still to come, but let's have a look at these two. Vijan Poled in blue from Thailand, and there's his path through. It's Vladimir Sidorenko. He was a bit lucky, we thought, to take that one, but he did, and he's got a really tough one now against Bulat Jumadilov, silver medalist in the Olympic Games in Atlanta, the reigning world champion, and Jumadilov goes in as the favourite here.
A cracking contest in prospect, this one. And like they all are, of course, as I said before, but this Thai, you know, he's looked slightly low. Lovely punch there from Poled, a left cross straight through the middle, and that almost knocked Jumadilov's head off. Well, I suppose, Simon, he said, I've got this far, and I'm going to go for this one 100%. But I suspect that Jumadilov's come in as favourite, but it's all about desire, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Poled, who is a little negative in his semi-final against Sidorenko, but he has started well here.
Lovely little punch there again from Poled. One of these times, of course, inspired by Sambat Kamsing, who went out very surprisingly on the out-class rule in the quarter-final.
And the screams you'll hear from around 500 Thais who come here quite close to the ring, and they really make their presence felt every time he lands a punch. Kazakhstan have been a real force so far in these championships, and of course it's a Kazakh who takes on Audie Harrison later on, Muktakan Dildabekov.
Jumadilov, one of four Kazakhs going today, and they have the potential, of course, to equal what the Cubans achieved yesterday, winning 4 golds. Perfect tactics in these by Poled, just keeping a bit of distance and striking very, very quickly.
Well, this has been a very impressive start from the Thai.
Well, unless Jumadilov can get to grips with this man, he's going to suffer over this 4 rounds, because Poled will realise the success of these tactics at the end of round 1 when the corner tell him he's 4-1 in front.
Yes, Jumadilov surprisingly restrained there, and Poled takes the opening round by 4-1. So that's the situation. It's all to do now for Bulat Jumadilov of Kazakhstan. Silver medalist in Atlanta 4 years ago. He came into this as the favourite, but he's just been bustled out of it. He has the talent to turn it around, but he needs to get moving straight away. 4 points, an awful lot to make up.
Yes, Poled well on his way now to being only the second Thai in the history of Olympic boxing to win a gold medal. And of course, if we remember back to the rewards that Kamsing received, having achieved that feat in Atlanta, there's an awful lot at stake here for Poled, isn't there, to be successful?
Yes, financial and lifestyle. Be a major, major star in Thailand.
Well, a lot of boxers getting away with these holding tactics, getting away with slapping punches as well. But of course, he can afford 2 public warnings. He might just get one in a moment. And Jumadilov needs a bit of space to get his work going. And as you can see here, perfect tactics denying him that room.
Yes, he's frustrating him. And now clutching in.
And incredibly, without throwing a punch, just by being negative, Pondit picked up an extra point.
Yes, he's not helping the fight, but he's winning it. And he's under a minute away from Olympic gold. Jumadilov beginning to panic a little bit now, you can see. But it's so frustrating against Pondit, who's just fought the cleverest of fights and now is out of reach. It's got to be a one-punch knockout for Jumadilov.
And see, although he's not actually gripping Jumadilov, he is holding in a way,
just leaning on.
Doing such a good job of it.
Well, he's been the most frustrating of fighters, but he's done enough, and he's being counted down now to an Olympic gold medal for Thailand. He's done it. Amazing scenes here at the exhibition hall. 24 years old, from Sukhothai in Thailand, Vijan Pondit has come from virtually nowhere to win Olympic gold, and for the second successive games, it's going to be silver for Kazakhstan's Bulat Jumadilov. I guess the ruler of Thailand is going to have a few words with Mr. Pondit in just a few minutes.
Fantastic moment for Thai boxing. I should say Thai boxing, should I?
We know what you mean. Well, it wasn't the most enterprising of tactics, but it did the job. No arguments. And they won't argue at all. They'll be celebrating right up until the closing ceremony and way, way longer. Vijan Pondit then gets the gold medal at flyweight.